Okay, coming out of episode 7, Min was clearly a total mess. We left him with all this silent heartbreak, and you could tell he was struggling to get over Q. Now, here we are in episode 8, and Min is really trying to convince himself he's moved on by actually moving to Chonburi, dragging his poor, confused brother, Men, along with him. Like, Men's probably wondering why Big Bro is acting all mysterious and sad, but we get it. Min's just running. He's pretending he's over it when, honestly, it's written all over his face that he's anything but over Q. Remember how episode 7 ended? Min may have left, but it was obvious he was practically dragging his heart along with him. So we start episode 8 with Min checking the home camera he left behind in Bangkok. And what does he see? A message from Q pleading with him not to leave. That scene was rough. Min's face just gave everything away. He's heartbroken, stubborn, and clinging to this idea that he's doing the right thing by walking away. Meanwhile, Q's on a mission. This guy is practically camping out at Min's place back in Bangkok. He's even telling his dad he's not going to Vancouver until he finds Min. And honestly, can we blame him? After all the drama we saw in episode 7, Q's not letting Min slip away without a fight. Then there's Katja, who's clearly on edge and brings Sue into the loop to watch over Q. With Yada having fled the country, the whole family is feeling the heat, and there's this huge protective vibe. Katja probably thinks he's got Q on lockdown, but Q's way too stubborn for that. He's even talking to James, fishing for clues about Min's location. But instead of help, James is over here giving him the let it go speech. Like, oh Q, this is all for your own good. I was honestly just shaking my head. Like, James, have you met Q? This guy's relentless. Then we get the big moment. Q overhears his dad talking to Sue, and that's when the light bulb goes off. Katja was the one who convinced Min to leave. And Q's like, I'm done. Grabs the info he needs and makes a beeline for Chonburi. And when he finally shows up, it's everything. Min's there, trying to play it cool, looking like he's totally over Q when we all know that's a massive lie. And Q, he's done with the games. He's standing there like, I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. And I was just so glad Men was around, quietly nudging his brother to give Q a chance. Men's the low-key MVP, just helping out without making a big scene. Then comes the part we all wanted to see, the sleepover scene. Q's asleep on the floor and Min's sneaking over with ointment, doing his best to take care of him without actually admitting it. And then we find out Q was totally faking it, just testing to see if Min would break down. When Q pretends to be sleepwalking to get a hug. I couldn't stop laughing. It's such a playful move, but it's also super sweet because they're both ready to let down their guard, even if neither of them can say it out loud yet. Then, the next morning, Q's car magically breaks down, which is just the perfect excuse for him to stick around. Now he's tagging along with Min at work, and it's adorable watching him get a little possessive. When Min's helping that girl with surfing, Q's face says it all. He's not about to sit on the sideline, so he tries to join in, but of course, Min's like, not now, Q. And then Q, always the master of drama, pulls the whole, oh no, I hurt my leg act just to get Min's attention. This little game between them. It's like they're back in that playful, flirty space, and you can feel all those sparks flying again. Then we get the aquarium scene, which was beautiful. Until things got complicated, they're having a good time, and I'm sitting there hoping this is their turning point. But as soon as those loud fireworks go off and Men starts panicking, Q's expression changes. Suddenly, he's right back to doubting their relationship, thinking that his love is putting Min and Men in danger, and I just wanted to shake him. Q, why are you complicating things again? He's decided right then and there that he's going to Vancouver, all in the name of protecting everyone. But this time, Min's not letting him get away. He's done running, and we finally get to see him take a stand. He hops on his bike, chases after Q, and insists that they're doing this together. That moment was everything. It was like all the push and pull from episode 7 was finally paying off. Mean isn't scared anymore, and Q's finally seeing that Mean's not just someone he has to protect. He's someone who's willing to fight for them too. They go back home, and for once, they're both fully committed. No more running, no more games, just me and Q finally choosing each other. This episode wrapped up so much of the angst that's been building. It's like they both needed to go through all that pain and back and forth to realize they're stronger together. All those moments from earlier episodes, Mean hiding, Q sacrificing himself, they finally let it all go. Watching them both reach this point felt like such a relief. I was sitting there with the biggest grin because it finally felt like they'd grown, that they understood they're worth fighting for. This is the payoff we've been waiting for. They went through all this heartbreak, all these misunderstandings, and now they're finally dropping those walls and just being there for each other. And honestly, it felt so real and so worth it. I don't know about you, but after everything they've been through, these two deserve every bit of happiness coming their way. Looking ahead to episode 9, I'm honestly just hoping they keep this energy. I mean, now that they've finally chosen each other, it would be a waste to fall back into misunderstandings. I really want to see Mean and Q build something real, no more games, no more running away. I'd love to see them face any challenges as a team because at this point, they've earned it. And maybe some cute lighter moments too. After all that heartbreak, these two deserve a little happiness. And man, I'm curious to see how he'll react to Mean and Q actually being together. He's been such a quiet hero in all this, kind of nudging Mean toward his happiness without making it too obvious. It'd be great if we get a scene where Men actually gets to voice his thoughts on everything that's happened. Maybe he'll finally get a chance to tease Mean about it. All right, sweeties, that wraps up this recap and review of episode 8. Let's cross our fingers that episode 9 keeps delivering and gives us all the feels we've been waiting for. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more recaps and reactions. And thanks for sticking with me to the end. See you in the next one.